Hey there. You probably already know that Associate Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg fought for gender equality. But did you know that both of her parents were actually involved in fashion? That's right. In this video, I'm going to talk more specifically about her mother, but there is an attached video about her father. And so check that out as well. And if you like this kind of content, I hope you'll stay until the end, like, share, and subscribe, please. So, behind every great person is often an even greater story. Today, we're exploring the life of Celia Bader, the remarkable woman who shaped one of America's most influential Supreme Court justices, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So she was born Celia Amster in 1902 in New York City, and she grew up in a working-class Jewish immigrant family in Brooklyn. Her parents had come to America seeking opportunity like millions of others at the turn of the century. But she was an exceptional student and she wanted to attend college, but in the early 1920s, that wasn't something she could do. So she graduated from high school at the age of 15, but she could not pursue higher education. But she worked in New York's garment district to help support her family and even to fund her sister's college education. The sacrifice would haunt her, but it planted a seed that would bloom in her daughter. So in 1928, she married Nathan Bader. He was a furrier and haberdasher. And if you're not familiar with those terms, I do have a video explaining them. And so they settled in the Flatbush neighborhood of Brooklyn, and that's where they started their family. And as you can imagine, with the limitations and barriers that her mother dealt with, meaning Celia, Ruth Bader Ginsburg received a lot of wisdom from her mother. She basically poured her unfulfilled dreams and boundless determination into her daughter, Ruth. And so she was basically Ruth's first and most important teacher. People don't really know this, but they called Ruth Bader Ginsburg Kiki as a child. So she believed women should never be wholly dependent on men. And that's something that her mom basically instilled in her because she had witnessed too many women trapped in difficult situations without options. Her mother also told her to be a lady and that didn't necessarily mean being demure or submissive, but rising above anger and pettiness and controlling her emotions. And here's Ruth's own words. She said her mother taught her not to waste time on useless emotions like anger, resentment, or remorse. But Cecilia also instilled a deep love of learning in Ruth. And she didn't just teach her values at home. She was also very involved in her community, including the Parent-Teacher Association. We now call that Parent-Teacher PTO, but it was Parent-Teacher Association, and now it's Parent-Teacher Organization. But her mother participated in other organizations as well. And by this, she showed Ruth that women could be leaders and advocates for change, even within the constraints of their time. So Ruth's mother died the day before she graduated, and this helped crystallize Ruth's purpose. She was actually 17, and her mother was only 47 years old. But everything Ruth achieved after her mother died, she carried her mother's unfulfilled dreams with her. When she graduated first in her class at Cornell, when she fought for admission to Harvard Law School, and when she argued before the Supreme Court for gender equality. Celia's voice echoed in every achievement. She dedicated her career to ensuring that other women would have opportunities that Celia never had. And every barrier she broke, every precedent she set for gender equality was a testament to Celia's influence. Once again, Celia worked in New York's garment district. I have some videos about the garment district in New York, 7th Avenue and 5th Avenue in particular. Check those out as well. And since you stayed to the end of this video, please put a fashion emoji of some sort